as hulle in Frans praat.
Coach ken al die drill.
Ja, is goed.
Is dit?
Ja.
Okay, self.
Wat is die een?
Ek weet nie. Dis die aansit.
Kom as jy wil, ja.
That's awesome.
Are we already?
Yeah.
Lovely. Okay, we will kick off then this eve of match briefing with the team from Namibia ahead of the Pool A match tomorrow here in Toulouse between New Zealand and Namibia. I'm joined on the top table by Namibia attack coach Barend Peterson and two of the players from tomorrow's squad, Johan Retief and Leroux Milan. And I will open the floor to your questions. Please do remember to wait for the microphone as usual and state your name and the media that you're representing.
Thank you. Ari Hougaard from Namibia Media Holdings. Barend, just leading up to the first game, obviously lots of months of preparation. All of a sudden, after Italy, it's a short time. You feel comfortable you had enough time to prepare for this game tomorrow?
Yes, I think it is a short turnaround, and I think if you ask any coach in the world what is the thing he wants more is time in coaching. But unfortunately, I mean, this is the position we're in, and I mean, I think we actually had a very good week after the Italy match, and I feel very confident that all the systems are in place. I mean, we have been together for a few months, so you could do some here and there, some fine tune, but I think we're very happy with the time we had and where we are now.
Second one.
And just a follow-up related to that, enough time also against Italy, obviously scrums, pressure there in the scrums and set pieces. Also maybe there enough time specifically to address a few things in scrum?
Yeah, we had to look. That's a big. It was an area of concern for us, and I think going into the World Cup, we always knew that is an area where teams will try and put us under pressure. But again, with the quality of players we have, I think we did a good job in containing them, and I think there's once or twice a small little detail that we didn't do, that we wanted to do, and that's what we did during this week.
Any more question here?
Adrien Corré pour l'équipe. New Zealand chose to put Damian McKenzie at number 10 for tomorrow. Does it make a difference for you in your preparation?
Sorry, I didn't hear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you repeat that, please?
We didn't hear, yeah.
Bugged out.
In English or in French?
English is good.
English.
Yeah. New Zealand chose to put Damian McKenzie at number 10 for the game tomorrow. Does it make a difference for you in your preparation?
Yeah, I think of course it does. He's obviously a very skillful player, and obviously we know he likes to take the ball up front, so obviously that does change our mindset a little bit, but I think our structure and our systems regarding pressure around the ruck and stuff like that, stuff that's already in system will benefit us with a fluff like Damian McKenzie to put him under pressure as well.
Do we have any more questions from the floor here in the front row, please?
Hello, this is Yoshi from the RNS. So this is going to be the second time to face the All Blacks since the 2019. As a coach, what's your expectations to the players, especially on the mental side of the game?
I think actually the better guy to answer this is Johan, because he's played against him. This is going to be his second time against him. It's my first time as a coach at the World Cup, so I think it's going to be a good question for Johan to answer.
Yes, I remember the first game, the whole team was stressed. The first time in 2019 when we played against them, it was very stressful. And this time, a lot of players played already against them, so it's more comfortable, more relaxed, or we know what we're going to face. So it makes it easier that we have to face them again. It's not that much pressure this time.
So New Zealand yesterday in the team announcement, they talked about how Namibia's physicality will be key for them. But in that regard, what areas do you like to pressure the All Blacks, or are there any specific players that you see as a threat at the moment?
Yeah, I think in the New Zealand team, I think pretty much everyone is a threat. So especially the team they chose, it's a very good team. But again, I mean, we can just stick to what we trained, stick to our system, stick to our process, and look again. We have to handle whatever they throw to us. Might it be in the set piece or in general play? We know they're a team that would like to play fast, and yeah, we must be able to handle that. And when it comes to that physicality, I think rugby is obviously it's a physical game. Doesn't matter who you play against. But again, as a Namibian team or Namibian nation, I think we do pride ourselves on our physicality, and we do pride ourselves in a good set piece. And I think that is what we want to show tomorrow.
I don't see any more hands raised at the moment. Perhaps one just here in the second row.
Johan, just for you, playing against Retallick and let's say the more experienced locks, white lock Retallick, that's probably like Bakkies Botha and Victor Matfield in the modern time. Just your thoughts, is it motivating? Does that motivate you and for the challenge?
Yes, this is an amazing challenge to be able to play against players like that. It's like the world best, so it's best. It's a privilege to play against them, so we have to enjoy it and make the most of it and learn from it and grow as a team. So I'm very excited for the challenge. It's going to be quite exciting.
Do we have any more questions from the room this morning? And if that's not the case, I'm going to take the opportunity to ask you for your impressions of the stadium this morning. You've just finished your stadium run. What's the feeling about the venue and the feeling in general in the camp after this morning?
I think it's a beautiful venue. I think it's such a privilege to be playing in a stadium like Toulouse FC or Stade Toulouse. And yeah, I think for many of the players, I don't think too many have experienced stadiums like this. And I think as players, we should embrace it and appreciate it for what it is, for the environment it creates and the hostility it creates. So I think everyone's very excited for that.
Sounds great. Coach?
Yeah, I think I wish I could show you a photo of our home stadium in Windhoek, and then you compare that to this, and this is genuine. It's special for us to come here. It's amazing. So I said now to Coach Alistair when we were standing on the field, this must be one of the most beautiful stadiums I've been on, and yeah, it's really just amazing.
Lovely. And one final question, and I'm looking around to see. Oh, we do have a question from RNS here in the front row.
Yeah, just adding on to some of the comments made about the stadium. Obviously, New Zealand fans had a huge crowd at the stadium, which put a lot of pressure on both sides. And even last week, Japan-Chile, Japan was pressured a lot from the crowds that's in the stadium. But obviously, there's going to be pressure in every game. But as Team Namibia, how would you like to sort of cooperate with those pressure that's going to be at the stadium?
Yeah, I think pressure is it's not. I don't know if that's the right word. I think last week against Italy, the crowd was amazing. It doesn't matter who scores or what happens on the field. They here to back rugby. So yeah, I don't see this as being a hostile crowd or anything like that. So I think pressure is the pressure you put on yourself. We don't feel that there's any outside pressure from the crowds or the noise or anything like that at the moment for us. Yeah.
Any more questions from the room this morning? If that's not the case, then I'm going to ask one final question, which is about your expectations for the tournament in general. What does success look like for the three of you from this Rugby World Cup?
Yeah, again, I think success for us is getting better each week. We obviously set targets for ourselves at the beginning of a tournament, and as any team in the world, I mean, you would want to come here and you would want to win games and all that sort of thing. So obviously we are in a little bit of a different situation, I would say. So for us at the moment, success is whatever went badly last week, we want to fix for this week. And then whatever goes good or goes well in this game or goes bad, we have to fix or continue into the next game. And I think at the end of the 4 games, we will look back, and I think that's where we will measure our success.
Excellent. I think we can conclude there, gentlemen. Thank you so much, and look forward to seeing you all tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you.